Well, New Orleans Saints fans, the preseason has come to an end. It culminated in a 30-27 win by the Tennessee Titans over your New Orleans Saints. But really, that is secondary when you're thinking about cut-down day coming up on Tuesday at 3 o'clock. It is the post-game wrap-up show here on Your View. That is Erin Summers. I am Todd Graffagnini. And Erin, a storyline we have talked about from day one in Irvine, California, is who is going to be the backup to Derek Carr. You don't know if it came to a head today, but we saw Jake Haener and Spencer Rattler both into the ball game, working a couple of quarters each, and both did good things. And that, again, is going to make the decision for Dennis Allen to be a little tough as we head to Tuesday.
What gives quarterback Spencer Rattler the edge after today's game is the fact that he was able to lead 2 touchdown drives. Quarterback Jake Haener had a hard time really establishing any extended drives in this game. However, it is about the totality of what these two have done in camp.
I'd say over the last, week to 10 days, I feel like Haener took a real big step forward in practice. I don't think we saw as much of that in the game. Now, what are the reasons why, whether it be routes or protections or misreads or whatever the case may be. I think we go back and we look at the tape and evaluate where that was. I thought Spencer, did some nice things today. I thought he looked, calm, poised, made some good throws, was able to extend some plays with his feet, get some first downs, by tucking and running. Yeah, I felt good about, and feel good about the quarterback room.
Just trying to keep your rhythm throughout the game. Going quarter by quarter. I felt like as a group we did really good on, I think we scored on every drive, a couple touchdowns and some, field goals. So as a group we converted on third down much better and finished in the red zone and had more explosive plays, ran the ball well, threw the ball down the field, and, thought it was a good, efficient game.
At the end of the day, I got to be super confident what I can do and who I am. And I believe in myself. I'm confident what I can do. And I believe, that I can play at this level and play at a really high level. So, we'll go back and, like I said, we'll watch the tape, we'll watch the decisions I made. But overall, I feel like I made really good decisions, extended some plays with my feet.
I'll tell you what, Aaron, in the last 8 days, really, going back to the game in Santa Clara, the Saints running game has really stepped up, well over 100 yards in each of the last 2 preseason games. But we're also seeing those holes open up in practice. It's a real credit to the offensive line, the wide receivers blocking, but especially the running backs that have taken advantage and are hitting the holes. And Jacob Kibodi had really the best game of a running back the entire preseason, going 12 carries for 59 yards, including 2 touchdowns.
While there has been a lot of secrecy around what this Clint Kubiak offense is actually going to look like, there's no secret that they want to establish the run game, and they are looking for the depth in that running back room, starting with Alvin Kamara. Who's next? We've seen Jordan Mims there. Today we saw a lot of Jacob Kibodi getting into the end zone twice, and it's a really cool story for a hometown kid.
Man, it means everything. Again, I used to be a kid here watching, like Deuce and Reggie and Drew Brees play, Marcus Colston, as a little kid. So now that I'm on the team, to make the team, it would be just, a dream come true.
Of course, Aaron, another storyline this training camp has been the play of the offensive line. We saw 2 regulars today playing against the Titans. That's Taliesin Fuaga at left tackle, Trevor Penning at right tackle. We know Eric McCoy is the center. We also know that Cesar Ruiz is the right guard. Is the line set? That's going to be something to think about in the next couple weeks.
Coming into this game, head coach Dennis Allen said he still had questions at left guard and right tackle. However, seeing Penning start today and really putting together some good work in this one may put things over there on that side for him as solid. But the left guard, Lucas Patrick has been rotating in and out with Landon Young, and Patrick did not play in Sunday's game against the Titans, which makes you think that he has also grabbed that starting spot.
I thought he played better in last week's game. I thought he improved this week in practice, and I saw some good things tonight too. So, I think there's some improvement being made.
Aaron, a little hard to talk about the Saints defense, especially today, because none of the real regulars played. However, guys that are trying to make a 53-man roster, this game was ultra important, including linebacker Anthony Orji, who continues to be all over the field playing all three linebacker positions, and can he make the final 53?
Versatility is key in the linebacker room, especially here with the Saints. They use them a lot in the return game and special teams. So his ability to be effective, not only as a specialist, but to shine here as a defender is really key. And when you are trying to make a case to make a team, and he was the leading tackler in the game against the 49ers and again led the team today.
Wow, I feel like it was a great camp for me and for the team as well. Just being able to grow as a player. I feel like I'll be able to show my versatility, be able to play Mike, Will, and Sam in all these games and in practice. So I feel like I've done everything I could. Left it all out there, just trying to make plays, and it's just fun to go out there and play ball again.
Erin, let's switch over to special teams. Did Blake Grupe really take the lead in the last couple of weeks here in the kicking battle between him and Charlie Smith? Now, Grupe really finished strong. He made his last 11 kicks in a row, including every single attempt here in the Dome going back to the open practice on Friday, and he attempted all the kicks today. Now, we found out after that Charlie Smith was experiencing some groin tightness, so that's why he did not kick. But Grupe might have taken a bit of a lead in that department.
Consistency has been the key for both of these kickers. Blake Grupe and Charlie Smith needed to show head coach Dennis Allen that they could be effective from the close range, because we both know that they can kick from deep range. We saw Charlie Smith was a 65-yard field goal at Tulane's open practice. But Grupe, he's been here, he's done it before, and he showed his ability in a lot of different ways in today's game.
All the work you put in all offseason, to take care of business out there in the preseason games and battle some of the elements out there in Irvine. But, to get back in the indoor here and this new locker room and get back in front of the home fans always feels good, and get that added energy to go out there and just have fun and, do your job and get ready for week one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit surreal, just going way back to this time last year, starting kicking American football in Ireland. My coach is actually here just behind me as well, so it's great to see him tag leader. And it's just the whole journey's just been so enjoyable. So I can't wait to see what's next, and I feel ready for whatever's next. And I'm just looking forward to see what the future holds.
All the preseason games are done, all the practices are complete. Now it's the harsh reality of the NFL when your roster of 90 has to go to 53 by 3 o'clock Central Time on Tuesday.
These guys have worked extremely hard, go all the way back to the beginning of the off-season program, through the OTAs, mini camp, training camp, preseason games. Like, these guys put their heart and soul into this. Young guys, vet guys, and so it's always a tough deal. And on the flip side, as you said, to see some of this hard work, pay off, is also just as gratifying as it is difficult on the other end.
As Coach Allen and the rest of the coaches decide who they want to make that 53, they also have 16 spots on the practice squad. The big question mark still remaining is who is going to be the Saints starter at safety across from Tyrann Mathieu. No one has jumped up and taken that job, according to head coach Dennis Allen. However, you can look outside of Saints training camp. There are 31 other teams going through the same cut-down situation as the Saints. And the Saints will look outside if they feel like there is a player that fits one of their needs.
Obviously, these next couple of days, it's all going to be about roster management. And so that's where our focus will be over the next couple of days. I think being able to get a little recovery, I think this was a tough physical camp, and it was intended to be that way. And so part of this week is how do we refine some of the things that we're doing? How do we get an initial jump start, getting prepared for Carolina? And how do we get these guys back and ready physically, for the opening game?
It is time for the regular season. Can you believe it?
Now I'm ready for some real football.
No doubt about it. 2 weeks from today, the Saints will host the Carolina Panthers right here in the Caesars Superdome at noon. Till then, enjoy the next couple weeks. Thanks to all who have watched our shows here on Your View. Erin Summers, Todd Graffagnini, enjoy the regular season, everybody.